this week on Network Marketing Pro, and I want to talk about how we sow seeds with candidates and prospects as we go about our business. I remember back probably 20 years ago, I was just getting started, kind of getting serious in the business, went to a company convention, and my company had created a new leadership recruiting, or not leadership, a recruiting video. Back then we were on, VHS cassettes, and they had spent like $250,000 making this thing. And of course, what advertising agencies do, or marketing agencies, is they sell things to people that they want to buy. So of course, what they sold to the president of this company was this video that he loved. It was a video that showed how they went and collected the herbs and dried the herbs for the products. And then there was a video that showed how the machine that chopped the herbs up. And then there was the machine that showed how they put the herbs in the bottles. And then there was the machine that showed that put the caps on the bottles. And then there was the machine that showed putting the bottles in the boxes. And this is going on for 15 minutes of all these machines, which of course this company president, he was fascinated with this video because he had bought all these very expensive machines and they were very near and dear to his heart. Now, of course, for the prospect out there in the real world, do they care anything about these machines? No, of course not. But of course it's a convention and there are thousands of people there and they play the video on the big mag screens and it finishes and everybody claps and then the president comes up and says, here's what I want you to do. I want every person in this convention hall to buy 100, 200, 500 of these videos. And you just go to the nearest shopping mall wherever you live and you get in the middle of the shopping mall and you just start handing these VHS to every person that walks by. Until they throw you out of that mall, then get in your car, go to another mall and just hand those out to everyone. And that's what many of those people did. Because they don't know any better. Because let's be real, many of the people who own network marketing companies don't really understand what we know being out there in the field. And here's what I'll tell you. When we're out there with our packets, we need to sow it, don't throw it. We've got to sow seeds. We've got to nurture those seeds. We've got to water those seeds. And that is about relationships. So yes, it's about meeting people, and it's certainly about third-party tools. Obviously, we've talked, and Eric talks about this a lot in many of the shows, on the importance of using third-party tools. Because that's where duplication lives. Because if we use third-party tools, anyone can do, whether it's a DVD, whether it's an audio CD, it could be a webcast, stories are that, three-way calls with the sponsorship line. Anything where, we have this triangle, it's you, the candidate, and the third-party tool. If we get this triangle going, that's where duplication lives. Whereas if it's just you and the candidate, then it makes it about you. That's when they say, well, how successful or how much money have you made in this? Well, if you've been in the business 2 weeks, you haven't made any money yet. Or let's say you've made $1 million. You know what they're going to say then? Well, of course it works for you if you've made $1 million. Anytime we make it be about you, we're going to fail. We're not going to have the kind of optimum results. But anytime we make it about a third-party tool, we have a much higher chance and possibility of success, because now it's not about you. It's not about your experience. It's not about your income. It's not about any of those things. It's about the prospect. And what we need to do, if we want to sow seeds the right way, it has to be about the prospects. And this works online, it works offline. No different if you're meeting somebody on Facebook or you're connecting with somebody on Twitter. If you just go start sending out spam messages and pitches to people, you're throwing up all over them. Don't throw it, sow it. You meet someone online, you meet somebody offline. Get to know them, find out what their wants and desires are, find out what's going on in their life, and then when you see how you can help them with the business, sow the seed. That's when you invite them to a presentation. That's when you give them your packet, your DVD. You invite them to a bigger meeting, whatever it is. Eric likes to close these every show. He likes to say it's a stone cold fact. We have a better way. Let's go tell the world. And you know what? That's great advice. I'm with Eric on that. Let's go tell the world, but as we do, Let's sow it. Don't throw it. Next episode, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about how you can succeed in the business even when you haven't developed the skills. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks for being here.